I like about Tritronics is the stimulation levels are very simple. It's 1 through 6, and you could actually do this in one hand, so you don't actually have to get your hands off, get your eyes off the dog. It is a good idea, obviously, to keep an eye on your levels, but very easy to operate. Low, medium, together they're high, and these are continuous. This is a nick high and has a beeper action to it. The one thing I don't like about this particular collar, this particular model, is that it has a pretty big controller. To me, that's kind of a disadvantage because it's just kind of annoying, I think, to have a huge controller. The upside is that it's very easy to use, very user friendly, and the stimulation is very clear. I like about Dogtra, the controllers are very small. This particular model has a pager, vibration button, continuous, and a nick button. The only thing I don't like about a lot of the Dogtra collars is that they have over 100 levels. 127, this one right here. So what I don't like about that is when you are training and you have to adjust your levels to each particular dog or to each particular scenario, you pretty much have to get your eyes off the dog and kind of stop what you're doing in a way, and you have to look at the screen to adjust the micro, the levels, which are so small. So that's one disadvantage of this particular collar. And now some collars only have 100 levels, and they have the dial, the thumb dial, which are easier, and that is Dogtra. They do also have a couple of those collars like that. But that's just the one thing I don't like about a lot of the Dogtra collars. They have a lot of levels, which is a good. It's a benefit. It's a good thing when it comes to giving your dogs a different range of stimulation. It's really good for that, but it's just kind of a little disadvantage. At least to me, it's a disadvantage that I kind of don't really, not a big fan of that. Again, the good thing is the remote's very small. It's not huge. It's not like holding a TV controller. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the SportDOG brand. This particular model is 425. This brand is one of my favorites. Few reasons why. First of all, the controller is very small and very lightweight, very ergonomic, and it's really easy to handle. It's pretty small, but it's kind of discreet, and I can fit it in my pocket. It's very lightweight, so that even if I hang it on my neck, it's not gonna swing back and forth and just hit me in the face when I'm jogging or whatever. So it's kind of it's a really nice controller. The other reason I like this particular brand and this particular model, to be specific, also, is that the dial is, right here, right at the touch of my thumb. Whereas some models, some brands, I have to use two hands. I have to have one hand adjusting, the intensity of the dial, and then I have to also look, because some models have they have like 100 levels or over 100 levels, and so I'm having to adjust the mic. I have to adjust the little adjustments in order to go from situation to situation. So from here, if I'm in a low distraction scenario, I'm on my low level settings. If I find myself in a high distraction scenario, then I can adjust immediately without having to take my eyes or my focus away from my dog. So that's one of the reasons why this is one of my favorites. One thing that I love about this brand altogether is that I can adjust the controller to train it in my own style, my own. I can customize the buttons pretty much. Fast forward to 2020 today. One of my friends, Quadrant Canine, hooked me up with this awesome collar. This is a Martin Systems collar. This is the Tiny Trainer, the finger kick. And since I've started using this, just roughly I guess about a month ago or so, I have completely switched my preference from SportDOG, which was my favorite, to this. Now, when I first got this, I was a little bit confused by it. I got to know the features. I got to read a lot about it. I got to see the videos that Barbalone has on his YouTube channel, different features. My friend told me about all of these features as well. So let's quickly break it down as to why I really love this. This is not a promotional video. I get no commissions whatsoever on the sales of this unit. I don't sell them, so this is just completely unbiased. This is just my personal perspective. First thing I really love about this is the receiver. Every single collar out there on the market, there's one receiver and you have the entire strap. Basically, the receiver is attached to the strap. If you look at the video earlier, rewind a little bit, you'll see what I'm talking about. This is the first receiver that I'm aware of that I think is out there, that the whole collar is basically the receiver. The receiver extends past just one little section. Where traditionally the receivers have 2 contact points, this receiver has 4 contact points. What I really like about this is the contact points are going to touch all around a larger surface of the dog's neck, which actually gives you more consistency. Also, you don't have to worry about the dog only having 2 contact points on the skin, and as the dog shifts back and forth, you lose contact. Whereas with this, you're always going to have contact. The strap, the bungee strap, is absolutely a bonus. This is not exclusive to Martin Systems collars. Obviously, you could get the strap adjustment, the strap collars on the other, not the strap, I'm sorry, the bungee collars on the other units. But this is just kind of comes standard with this. Now, I do know Martin Systems does have other collars that have the strap and the receiver. This particular one, though, the Chameleon, has been a game changer for me. The receiver itself is very, very stout. I mean, this is wire. It's very waterproof, very watertight. Just freaking awesome. Now, if we go to the receiver is so small. Really, I mean, super discreet. And I'm going to show you another feature that I really like about this here in a second. But I'm used to the dial. Like every single remote that I've used, I've had the dial. The only one that didn't have a dial was a PetSafe model, which I did not like. It was a little bit similar to this in that you had to go up and had to go down. One thing I did not like about the other one. And this one does have that. You have to go up. There's no dial where you can quickly go from level 2 to level 9 and then back to 2. This is just button by button. It does have 9 levels, but you can adjust it so that it has a higher output. This is your stimulation level. What I like about the dial is on the other units is I could go from level 2 to level 5 right away and then go back to level 2. Whereas with this, you go, well, crap, I'm on level 2. If I'm gonna go to level 6, I have to go to level 6, and I gotta go back to level 2. But what I really like about this, though, is that actually I could be on level 2 the whole time. This could be my working level. And if I, worst case scenario, my dog is chasing a deer, hypothetical worst case scenario never happened to me. And my dog decides today, I'm not going to come back. I'm going to chase this deer across all 4 lanes of traffic. Again, absolute worst case scenario, horror story type of scenario, but they do happen, okay? I don't have to go, oh crap, let me get my remote out and let me see if what level is going to do it. Is it going to be level 6? Crap, that didn't do it. By the time I get to the next level, the dog already got hit by a car. I don't have to do that. I could be on my working level the entire time. This is just a hypothetical too. Level 2 could be my working level. And then suddenly I could go, crap, my dog is chasing this deer across 4 lanes of traffic. Instead of going up, I just press, and this will ascend on its own until my dog decides, okay, level 7 is where I stop chasing that deer. And then I go back to stimming, and it goes right back to my working level. This is a very unique feature that I've only seen on the Chameleon, on the Martin systems. Another thing that I really like is the finger kick, which, if I'm not mistaken, the first unit that I saw come up with this was the Martin systems. I believe Dogtra and Eclat Technologies have that now. But this is a wonderful thing because I could have this in my pocket, and now I could operate with this. So this essentially becomes my remote. I go back to level 2. Hypothetical worst case scenario, dog chases a deer into 4 lanes of traffic that decides he's not going to come back. Rather than pull this out of my pocket and go to, frantically to whatever level I think is going to work, I simply go from my level 2, my working level, to wherever my dog tells me, okay, that's enough. I'm going to stop chasing that deer. I'm going to come right back. So awesome feature.